Welcome to episode 14 of The Plug. And we got a very special guest today. I'll be bringing him on here in a second. But before we get into that, I want to just elaborate on how crazy of an episode this is because I actually have no power. These lights behind me are battery operated. I'm running off my phone right now. I got another phone right here that I'm using for hotspot because this is like my actual phone. So, yeah, there's no power. It's windy as fuck outside, tornado advisories, all that bullshit. But this was just too good of a fucking episode for me to like just let slide or try to reschedule or something like that. So like I made sure that this was gonna fucking happen. So with that being said, the Patreon is created. Make sure you go support my shit on the Patreon. There will be exclusive podcasts on there that we're gonna start doing. And if you support my show and you support everything I do, because I don't just do these right here in the studio, I actually go out places and interview people, and the traveling costs money, the hotels cost money, gas, all that shit. So like if you want to support me, help me keep doing this shit, go to my Patreon. That shit is gonna be popping here pretty soon. It's created. Look up Visioncast Radio on that shit. So anyway, without further ado, our special guest today is C17's own Darby O Trill. Yo, Darby, what's going on, man?
What's up? What's up? How you doing, dog?
You know, getting through this weather, bro. Like you said too, you're getting through the same shit.
Yeah, fuck the weather, dog. Earth trying to kill us.
Yeah, man. Fucking, I've been seeing these videos of like people creating like the clouds and shit that go up in the sky that control the fucking weather and all that shit. Some like dude in Chicago is like, "This is do we control all the weather right here?" And it's just like a bunch of fog coming out of these fucking vents and shit.
Yeah, that's just fuck.
So anyway, man, besides all the weather, besides all the bullshit, how are you actually doing, dude?
I'm doing fucking phenomenal.
Awesome. That's great to hear that, man. That's great to hear that. So, episode 14 of The Plug, I'm very honored to have this guy with me, man, because, like, he is a legend in the fucking Juggalo scene. A lot of people don't agree, but this dude's a fucking legend, and y'all need to be put on game. So, that's why he's on the podcast today. So, your name is Darby O Trill. Is that derivative from Darby O'Gill?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like, give me a little history behind how you created it.
It was my Twitter handle for a minute as like a joke because I thought it was
Mm,
like a funny name. And honestly, it just one day I was probably like smoked out or some shit and looking through like my DVD case and Darby O'Gill popped up and I'm like, damn, that's Darby O'Trill would be like a funny name. And so like my grandpa was really into that movie. So like when I was like a jit, like I'd go over to his house and he'd have that on a lot of the time and it's just always stuck with me. So like at one point in time I was putting out music under a different name. I was like, all right, I need to switch shit up. Fuck it, I'll
mm,
just drop shit as Darby O'Trill. Like some people already know this name from like my handle or whatever. And so I started doing that, and like I've regretted it a couple times because it's kind of like a silly name or whatever. But at this point, everyone knows me as Darby. I made all like my strongest connections under that name, so we here,
mm.
baby.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, dude. That's actually pretty fucking dope. That seems like some shit that like me and my boys in like high school would have done. Just got high and fucking came up with some fucking crazy ass names.
I mean, I've been doing music in like different forms for the majority of my life, and a lot of it is very derivative of like movies and media that I'm into. So
Mm.
yeah, it's just part of my shtick.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. So my next question is you previously were on LSP, which is correct,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So how did Scum find you?
I mean, me and Scum had known each other for a grip. Like back in the day, I was doing a lot of like street team work for LSP. And so
Mm,
I would be in a call center or like at the crib or whatever and just like running through hella groups with like LSP fucking propaganda pretty much, you know. So like specifically around the time the Grim Zipper was coming out and Scum was going on a Grim Zipper tour. That's the first time I met him in person. I met a lot of people at that show, but like so we had like known each other just from that. Like he knew I was like the Florida LSP homie and just
mm,
like repping super hard for them as like a fan and shit. And then with me signing to them, uh Devereaux was doing some work with Scum, and we had this album kind of like sitting like ready to go, and I'm like, damn, like it would be tight if we could push this album like bigger than just like us putting it out, you know. So we hit up Scum. He had the experimental drug series going at the time, which was a one record contract. It was basically a sub label of LSP. And so they would put out this record. You get like merch and everything, you know. So we did that, and then that's pretty much it, you know.
So you work for C17 now, which is obvious. You're wearing the chain, the shirt,
Yeah.
and everybody knows. So, what was it like transitioning from like doing the experimental drug shit with LSP to go into C17 and like developing like a whole fucking new image and everything?
I mean, it's not too crazy of a transition because like right before I was on LSP, I my image was I would wear a mask or like paint and shit when I was rapping. So like I was going to these underground Miami shows, and I would show up. It was me and this dude Dev Disastrous, RIP. Um we were doing this shit called GFY Posse. And so we would show up, and like I would wear a fucking ski mask with my hair sticking out of it and shit, and face paint all over it. And then like right before I mean, there's a video for Down by the Lake, which was my LSP, where I'm wearing like masks and shit in the video. But I kind
Mm.
of like got away from that because there was like an influx in people doing that at the time, you know, like theatrical rap shit. And so, I mean, going from LSP to C17, there really wasn't like an image transition, you know, besides my
Mm.
hair getting long again. Like
Ah,
it's the same shit pretty much, you know. I'm just
okay.
me fucking around doing whatever the fuck I feel like in that moment, you know, like at this point, you know, like you'll see me painted up, you'll see me partially painted up, see me bareface. Who knows? I'll do whatever the fuck I want image wise, you know.
I fuck with that, bro. Like
So
heavy.
yeah.
So you just mentioned like you were from Florida. You did shows in Miami
Yeah.
and shit. What part of Florida were you from?
I was from South Florida. I grew up mainly in Key Largo, and then at my aunt and uncle's house in Homestead, which is like South Miami, like South Dade. So between there and then, you know, I skateboarded a lot and did a lot of shit. Like so I'd be in Miami a bunch, Hialeah and shit with a bunch of homies. And then yeah, but South Florida, 305 represent.
So what was it like living down there and growing up and being in the scene and shit? And
I
like,
mean,
cause I'm from New York, so I like our scene is totally different. I know that.
uh honestly, like I don't have much great things to say about like growing up down there. It's hot as fuck. There ain't much going on unless you're like rich, and I ain't never been rich. So
Mm,
like and like with the scene, like there was a pretty dope like upcoming like rap and alternative kind of music scene going on down there for a minute, and then you know everyone got locked away inside for a while in 2020. And
yep.
during that, like a lot of the people who were doing shows and shit kind of fell off, and so the whole scene kind of just like deteriorated real quick from that shit. I'm sure
Mm,
it's built back up, but like I ain't around there no more, so like I don't really know what's going on. But the scene wasn't that great, especially for a juggalo. Like I'm like in my area growing up, I was like the only juggalo there for real. Like there,
yeah.
it was me and any homie I could get to listen to ICP with me. And then like every now and then there would be like someone from out of town because we'd get a lot of snowbirds and shit during the winter, you know, and every now and then someone would come through that would like know who ICP was or whatever, but like it wasn't ever like a lot of juggalos around me. So doing like juggalo centric music down there was I was like an oddball, you know.
So there are like fuck ton of juggalos in New York, but not a lot of juggalo rappers. Like the underground scene is more like it's not juggalo, but it's along the same lines. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
horrorcore. But it's not juggalo shit. Um, but the scene out there is, the way I could describe it is it was kind of like Detroit music scene a little bit. But then like over the years, a lot of people just kind of like kept grabbing each other's legs and pulling each other down and shit like that. And then so like most people just was like, fuck that, I'm moving out of state if I really want to try to do something. You know what I mean?
I mean, sadly, that's everywhere, man. Like it's dog eat dog.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think of because like music is like an art form. You know, a lot of people, a lot of like musicians are artists, and we're all expressing ourselves and shit. And it's just crazy how like it really is like every man out for themselves a lot of the time because like a lot of people are just shisty as fuck and don't want to see other people succeed. Like, and that's how shit dies off, you know? That's how scenes die. Like, I know at one point in time, the Central Florida Juggalo scene was popping, and there was like hella like horrorcore shit going on, you know, from like Hollywood up to Tampa. But, you know, people just start, everyone wants to be an artist, everyone wants to be a rapper, everyone wants to hate each other. It all just dwindles down into nothing, you know? So
Yeah. So yeah, we got a little off topic there, but so you don't live in Florida anymore, do you?
nah, I live in the confines of time and space, everywhere and nowhere all at once.
Word. So where do you draw inspiration from?
I mean, life, music, movies, you know, that's a lot of shitty B horror movies is where a
Yeah.
lot of like the, you know, cartoony kind of imagery comes from in my music. Like I just look at the life I've lived as like some fucked up cartoon, and now like I'm trying to like re-illustrate that for other people to kind of go through.
That's pretty dope the way you describe that. I like that. My life is a fucked up cartoon, and I just want to show everybody what all the episodes shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, you're now, now that you're with C-17 and shit like that, the Juggalos all obviously know who the fuck you are now. Can you elaborate on what your relationship with the fan base is like?
I mean, everything. That means everything to me. Like, juggalos are the most special, unique individuals on this planet. There's no other people on this planet that are like juggalos. And I've been a juggalo my entire life. And as a musician who is a juggalo, my only goal in this shit ever was to be able to add to the culture, to give back, to contribute, to do something dope that at least 10 other jugs fuck with, and to be able to go on tour and go play shows and it's in rooms full of painted faces is words cannot express my gratitude for, you know, juggalos, for the clowns, Ouija, like all the people that make this up, like make the juggalo world up. Like it's everything to me, you know. Being a juggalo is everything to me. Being able to connect to other juggalos is like an honor beyond words, for real.
I, lo- I I love how much love that there is in the community. Like obviously there's a lot of hate and a lot of bullshit,
Yeah,
but like when you go to the gathering, it's nothing but fucking hugs, man. Like for real.
yeah. I mean,
Fucking
the love will always outweigh the hate. Like, you
yeah.
know, you know, you're also an artist, so like you can have a fucking stream of love, and that one dude that's just like hating on you will fucking get to you for a grip, right? You know, because he's just that one
Yeah.
guy in that sea of like freshness. There's that one little stale bit, you know, but fuck it, you know, and like we're all clowns, like we gotta be able to laugh at ourselves, dog. Like, I'm not perfect. I know my music ain't for everyone. If you don't like it, good, you know, tight. Go find something you like, you know.
Dude, I'm fucking loving this interview right now. Like, I've never actually had an interaction with you. Like, I've seen you perform at shows and shit like that, but I've never actually like talked to you face to face, any of that shit, or had a conversation with you. But I feel like I've known you forever, dude. Like, your personality is just like right in the right spot, dude.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I just try to, you know, I just try to be me. That's all I can do.
And that's dope. I respect the fuck out of that. All right, man. So I got some questions from the fans. So there's this Gathering of the Juggalos group chat that I'm a part of
Okay.
on Facebook. Now, there's a lot of fucking haters, but occasionally from time to time, you get a little diamond in a shit. So, um, I got some questions here that they asked. Of course, I picked the appropriate ones and shit like that. I wasn't gonna go too crazy with it because, listen, not all of my fans are juggalos and they don't understand the whole "show me your butthole," all of that
Yeah,
shit. You know what I mean? So,
for sure, for
so
sure.
the first question is from Rod Bryant. He wants to know what are your top five new metal bands, like your
Fuck.
favorites.
I mean, the obvious is Corn at my number one. Like Corn
Yep.
is one of my favorite bands of all time. They inspire the fuck out of me. They've got me through a lot of shit. Static X, Slipknot, Mudvayne, Primer 55 is up there. Who the fuck
Yeah.
have I said so far?
No
I don't
Limp
know.
Biscuit, bro. No
Dude,
Chocolate Starfish.
dude, it's fucked up because like I'm trying to think in my head right now if I made it to 5 or not. I'm
Yeah,
not
you did.
helping the stupid accusations right now, but
Nah,
I'm
you
pretty.
you made it to five.
I mean, so it's either Primer 55 or Limp Bizkit. Like, I think Limp Bizkit probably. I mean, R.I.P. Jason from Primer 55. Limp Bizkit's had an opportunity to create more music and have more of a lineage or whatnot. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, I was gonna say with the Woodstock '99 thing that happened with them, I think they like set a
I
name for
fucking
themselves. But
I love Limp Bizkit. I'm gonna give it to the underdogs. I'm gonna give it to Primer 55.
word.
Introduction to Mayhem is front to back like a super dope record, and if I'm not mistaken, there is like a few kind of like Juggalo-ish references on there. So, but
That
I'll
was the
love
thing I did like about Head PE's music. They had some Juggalo references and shit too.
yeah, for sure.
All right, so this one is from Anonymous 417. He wants to know what's your favorite flavor of Fago.
So for the longest, it was always Rock and Rye. Rock and Rye was my shit. I still love Rock and Rye, but Red Pop's my favorite.
See,
I'll
Rock and Rye was my favorite. I'm a Arctic Sun guy now.
I fuck with Arctic Sun too. There's a lot of Fago that I really like, but a lot of it I typically drink like sugar-free shit. So
Mm.
Fago is like a fucking shot to the dome of fucking sugar.
Yeah, it
So,
is, bro. Sometimes I'll
but
drink that shit, make my stomach hurt
oh yeah, I mean,
from all the sugar and shit. Yeah.
dude, Sailor Jerry and Red Pop is like rock gut, immediate fucking immediate fucking bullshit coming up.
All right, man. So I got one last question, and then this is gonna wrap up the episode. So my one last question is, what can we expect from Darby O Trill in 2026?
Well, the first thing everyone can expect is to see me and my brothers at Juggalo Ohio 4.
Yep,
It's
yep.
I believe the 27th and the 28th of this month. It's coming up. It's like 2 weeks away. Me and Devereaux have the most devastating fucking set we've ever put together. It's literally all the songs people have asked us to perform off like the newer records that we haven't done yet or have only done a couple times. Like we got some crazy shit we're doing on stage. The homie Bearbox did some crazy shit for the background. Fucking Juggle Ohio 4. I cannot stress this enough. Get to Juggle Ohio 4. The tickets are about to sell out. So if you were sitting on the fucking edge, it's time to fucking get off the edge, bust that nut, and get you some fucking Juggalo Ohio 4 tickets. 2 nights, 2 different Ouija Max sets, King ISO, Deb Body Man, a fucking Juggalo hardcore band, Clockwork E, fucking Bleed the Wicked Menace, Ricky Hill, Auntie Boy, Shaggy the motherfucking Airhead, jam packed of Juggalo jams for that ass. Juggalo Ohio 4. Can't stress this enough. Pull up. Then we got Death by Denver 2 in Denver, Colorado. I believe that is April 18th at the Roxy. C17 and LSP. Fucking super dope for me as being someone that's been on both them fucking labels. And, it's just Death by Denver is going to be crazy. Jam
Yeah,
packed full of
I love the
fucking.
you that shit, bro. It's so dope.
Yeah. So Death by Denver 2. If you're in Denver, pull up. If you're not in Denver, get your ass a plane ticket. Pull the fuck up. Cause out there, I'm gonna do a special set of like my darkest like horrorcore type junts ever
Shit.
in one playlist, front to back. It's gonna be fucking gnarly. And then me and Devereaux have a new record we're working on right now. It's coming along fucking crazy good, especially right now. Like I've been writing a lot lately. It's a fucking heavy record. It's different. It's way different than the last couple records, but in a good way, I hope. So we're working on that. We got another collab record that we're like halfway done with. Got a bunch of singles. Me and Shaggy the Airhead started working on some new 10 band shit. Fucking all the homies are just cooking too, you know. Ouija Mac just dropped Leviticus today. Pyramid of Skulls is coming fucking soon. And we're just cooking, bro. I mean, it's just the homies and me, we're just cooking. And so
Hell yeah.
just keep
So
your eye to the sky.
got a lot of shit coming, and bright ass future ahead of you, bro.
We got a fucking ass ton of shows we're about to announce too. And I mean, if you're in Ohio, I don't know how the fuck this happened, but I'm going to Ohio a lot this year. So y'all, if you in Ohio and you want to see me, you better pull the fuck up. Because after this year, I might never go to Ohio again.
I actually
I'll be there.
live an hour away from the gathering grounds, which is super convenient for me.
Oh, that's tight. Yeah, we got like a fucking 17-hour drive from this motherfucker, from this black hole in the middle of nowhere where I reside.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that was our episode. I appreciate you coming on, man. And it was a great interview. You know, it was short because, like I said, we don't have power right now. These are battery operated lights. The wind is fucking whipping outside. I don't know if like the service has been fucking up or anything because we just been like vibing and shit. So, like, but anyway, this was a fucking great interview, dude. Like, for real. Like, I really appreciate you coming on.
Hey, we'll do it again, man. And hey, look, you fucking did it. Against all odds, you fucking did it. That's what
I did.
this life is all about. Making shit happen. Fuck failure.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming on the show today, dude. Until next time.
And until next time, whoop whoop, much love.
Whoop, whoop. So that was the homie Darby. He's killing it right now. He is absolutely fucking killing it right now. You know, it's like he was told to work and he was like, all right, I get the objective. I get the mission. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you don't follow Darby, make sure you go follow him right now. And make sure that you go and stream all of his music on all streaming platforms. This has been episode 14 of The Plug. I love doing this shit. If you like me doing this shit, then go to the Patreon. Make sure that you support. Make sure you make some donations. We're going to have some exclusive content on there. We're going to make exclusive merch. It's going to be super tight. So make sure y'all go to the Patreon. Check it out. Visioncast Radio. And this was episode 14 of The Plug. Until next time.